Tanu as Manu became my official break, and I didn't expect to get the kind of response I got from Tanu as Manu. So I didn't realize that once you get a break, you're supposed to capitalize on it in a certain way and hire a PR agency or get a manager and, you know, start kind of playing the Bollywood game or doing the rounds. And also I was just like chilling at home and I was like, oh, okay, you know, people will call me, they've now seen my work. The first time I was on the red carpet, and that was like traumatic, because I by that time I realized, oh my God, you know, I can't be looking like this and going on the red carpet. It doesn't work like that. I have to kind of look a certain way. So yeah, I mean, Tanu as Manu, the cumulative experience was very wholesome, and by the end of it, by the end of the award season, I was totally broke, because for every award I had to, and I religiously went to every award I was nominated to. So I had to hire a stylist and to get hair and makeup, this, that, and I mean, I had no idea what had hit me. After being photographed in weird places, being not properly dressed for the occasion, being a couple of times on the worst dressed list. One time I remember I was in a see-through kurta because I didn't realize that it was the evening and the flash would be used on the cameras. So when I looked at those photographs, I was like, oh my God, my bra is showing like fully. So I think that I kind of like, I learned to pick that up as well. Now, of course, I've become very savvy to it. So I've learned to ask the very important question, that is press going to be there or is press not going to be there? So if press is going to be there, that means you have to be in makeup and like, you know, whatever, hair and certain kind of clothes and all. But if there's no press, then I can just be this. I don't know how it came in the news that Himanshu and I were dating, and my answer to that is if somebody asks me, oh, are you dating so and so, and I'll be like, oh, yeah, I am. So because what is there to hide? Like, and also because if I be like no, and if I haven't told him that, you know, I'm gonna be like no and all, then he's gonna be like, hello, what, you know, what, are we not dating? My private life is very much within the four walls of my house. I don't have a party circuit, social circuit. There is no real. I'm a actually very boring person. If I'm not working, if I'm not shooting, I'm at home and I'm or with my family or, you know, with my cat. For the longest time, I would not get the newspaper, because otherwise the first thing you're doing is opening the Bombay Times to see, okay, if you're not there, who else is there? And then there's all this nonsense like insecurity and competition starts. But then I realized that, you know, I have to know what's going on in the world, and I like the morning newspaper. So yeah, the newspaper comes, but I don't watch TV. My family is a non-filmy family, so they don't have to deal with anything. They don't live in Bombay, they are Delhi-based. So they are protected. That aspect of my life is protected. My boyfriend is a writer, so of course he's related to the film industry, but it's not like dating an actor. So I think that when actors are dating actors, they have to deal with this more, because then both people are in the limelight all the time. And I suppose for the really big stars, it must be a huge pain. For me, I'm still the same person, so instinctively, if I get out of the car, I'll be carrying like all my own bags, and people will be like, listen, leave it, we'll do it, like just go. So these basic things I still have not changed very much about me. What we see in a glamorized form, in the form of Sheila and Chikni Chameli and Munni and whatever, I have had the opportunity to do a film on the lives of these women, on realistically what must the life of such a woman be like. So I think that that's amazingly lucky, because I get to do an item number, and I'm a big Bharat dancer, okay, like that's my soul, कि अगर कहीं बारात दिख जाए तो जाके नाच लिया वहाँ पे. So I get to do that, have that fun of that element of dancing and performing, because it's great fun, and yet I get to do it in a meaningful way in a film that raises really pertinent issues about the lives of these women, that tells an amazing story, so that it's really a situation where I'm glamorous with a cause almost, or with a credible reason. My favorite role has been Bindiya in Ranjana, in terms of the most fun that I had playing it. My most difficult role, I have two. One was Nilbate Sannata, for sure, because playing a mother to a 15-year-old when I have no children of my own, and I have no real plans of having any children in the near future, that was a big challenge, like being a mother. And then being a maid My next release is a film called Anarkali Arawali, where I play in UP Bihar. They have these Nach parties. So there are these women who sing and dance live, and they mostly are singing very lewd and kind of double meaning, kind of sexually very explicit songs. So that role was again very challenging. It was kind of like a desi glamorous role, like a desi rock star. That is another thing I'm doing, is that I'm writing a script. One is complete, and the second one I'm writing, one of them got the Asia Society New Voices in Screenwriting Fellowship. The next one I'm writing is a comedy, or I hope it's a comedy. I mean, I hope it's funny. I hope it turns out to be funny. But I don't want to, I'm very clear, I don't want to direct these films. I'm writing them to act in them, so I have to look for directors and producers, and that process is something I haven't done yet. I think that, look, we as actors have no control over the kind of work we're offered, but we can control what we say yes to. I am very choosy about the kind of work I do, and I think that part of the reason for that is also because my mother is a film scholar, and I've seen her in the National Film Archives in Pune. I mean, going there and, like, you know, researching on all these, like, really pulling out like old reels of, and you know, watching these 1930s ki silent films and 40s ki films. And when she talks about it, I'm like, oh my God, what I'm thinking in my head is that films last forever. So when I'm dead and gone, some student or some interested person, journalist or someone, will be coming to the archives and pulling out this stuff. And I don't want to look like an idiot when I'm dead. Like, you know, I want to be sure that I have this credible kind of work.